Oh, what? Is this Michael? Where you went wrong. You didn't search the lab thoroughly enough. A key person's room was unexplored. But really? Okay. Let's try again then. Let's choose no for now. We can decide this later. So, key person's room. Whose room? Ichinose. Watch him. Ah. Okay, this is a new one. Ask about Sheena. Okay. I can't believe Mr. Sheena killed himself. Ever since you came here, something in this lab has changed for the worse. Watch him. Ichinose is a first-year student in the doctoral course. He looks pale, perhaps affected by Sheena's death. That's it. Ask about Sheena, okay. The hologram Mr. Sheena made before he died was wonderful. I think Mr. Sheena was being threatened by someone. The hologram was a decoy. Who do you think would have been threatening him? Don't talk so loud. We don't want the killer to come after us. If you think he was killed, who could have killed him? Well, when Mr. Sheena fell, Mr. Ichinose and I were together. The secretary was in the room, so someone other than them. Okay, Ichinose, Funabashi, and the secretary. But the secretary means Michael, right? Funabashi seems calm, at least on the surface. It's remarkable that he's calm enough to read a book despite the fact a fellow student died yesterday. Ask about Sheena. After I ask her about Sheena, Kaori keeps her silence. Rather than being lost for words, it seems like she's choosing not to speak. I can't tell her age. She looks a little older than me, but she could be quite a lot older. What else we can do here? Nothing we can do. Oh, Yumino is here. I catch a glimpse of Yumino, a master's course student. It looks like he's here. What does he think about the incident involving Sheena? We moved to a secluded spot so that we are not overheard by anyone else. Go behind the incinerator. Okay. Ask about Sheena. I'd like to ask you about Mr. Sheena. Yumino looks annoyed. Does he think I am the reason for Sheena's death? Mr. Sheena sent me an email before he died. I don't want to talk about Mr. Sheena. First of all, Mr. Sheena would never send you an email. Yumino seems uninterested in what I have to say. It seems he doesn't trust me at all. I decided to show Yumino the CDR. Mr. Yumino, would you take a look at the data on this disk? I lower my voice. The data is a text of an email that Mr. Sheena sent me just before he died. What? I hand him the disk. and await his response. Yumino seems to be profoundly affected by the existence of this disk. Later, this evening, meet me back here. I'll read this by then. It'd be a good idea not to be seen by anyone from the lab. With a determined look on his face, he turns and scurries away. This evening, back here. Gave CDR to Yumino. Okay, just in case, let's check Yumino's room. Okay. It's almost time. It's almost time? Okay, so now we can go to the incinerator again, I think. The incinerator. Look for someone. As evening falls, Yumino appears. We go around the back of the incinerator to talk secretly. Forget about your sister. She does not exist. Don't ask people in the lab. This lab is very special. You and your sister have been caught up in its secrets. It's a little unclear. Does forget about sister mean your sister is in the lab? No, it could be taken almost any way at all. She does not exist. Does it mean she never existed or that she doesn't exist here? He said your sister doesn't exist. On the other hand, don't ask people in the lab. It seems almost as if Mr. Sheena knew something about your sister. If your sister was registered here in this lab, then there has to be some sort of proof, some documentation. But you already asked at the admin office, right? Of course. Everyone told me they never heard of such a person, now or in the past. This may be hard for you to hear, but after reading Mr. Sheena's email, I'm convinced they are lying. But you knew that I wasn't lying, right? Yes? You are still new here. I have a feeling that those here longer are hiding some sort of secret. To make sure, I want to sneak into the lab tonight. Or I'll pretend to go home and wait on the premises. At night, after everybody is gone, I will search the admin office and the professor's office. To get into the lab at night, I'll need a student ID, right? The admin office and the professor's rooms are locked, and today especially. After today's incident, some people will probably be around until late. Right. In practical terms, it looks like it won't be possible to sneak in at night. I'm going to help you. If somebody is in the admin office, I'll call them away on some emergency errand. Then, once it's empty, you can search the admin office. I think I can give you about an hour. I'll do what I can. Oh, thank you. Is 1 hour enough? Quietly hiding under the eaves of the building, Yumino and I wait for the sun to set. That email from Mr. Sheena. It said, this lab is special. Didn't you think that was a bit of an odd thing to write? I thought it was strange. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was strange. But I thought I shouldn't ask you about it since you are a student here in the lab. This lab. Yumino's words are faint. It may look like an ordinary lab attached to the grad school, but actually, the research carried out here has some ethical concerns. So we still don't know what they are researching. Of course, the students are aware of this before they participate. This is why there's no exams to get into this lab. Students are only accepted by recommendation. As you may also have noticed, many of the people here have no family or close relatives. That's to ensure that no one leaks information to outsiders. Your research has ethical problems? What kind of research do you mean? All sorts of research. Everyone is different. I don't know a lot of what the others are doing. But I do believe that some research needs to be done. Ethics notwithstanding. Even if ethically speaking, it is questionable, if it can help the future of humanity, then we must do it. I was identified as talented from my days in the orphanage and educated accordingly. And last year, I was assigned to Mikozuka Lab officially as a graduate student. At first, I thought you were some sort of agent investigating the lab. I thought you were lying about your sister and your real goal was to expose this lab. But I know now I was wrong. You trust me? Yeah, I don't know why. I feel I can trust you. And the disk with the email? Since you came here, something changed in Mr. Shina. He had the longest tenure of any student in the lab. I think he knew your sister. That's why I decided to help you find out the truth behind your sister's disappearance. Finishing his speech, Yumino grins broadly. I like your name, Asumi. Thank you. By the way, what's your sister's name? Yeah, we still don't know her sister's name too. I bet she has a pretty name as well. What? Asumi? What's wrong? What? Oh, she cannot remember her sister's name or... Yumino's casual question echoes around my head. What? What's happened to me? My sister's name? Right, my sister. I've been looking for my sister. Of course, my sister's name. Her name. Something is wrong. What's wrong with me? Interesting. So maybe she was imagining things? I can't remember. I can't remember my own sister's name. Calm down. I told someone her name. I'm sure I did. My sister's name is... I must have said it before. I said it, right? I don't think she have mentioned her sister's name. I can't remember my sister. It's like I'm losing my mind. Perhaps it's because everyone keeps saying she doesn't exist. Recalling my sister makes me feel sick. It's no good. I can't think about her at all. Asumi, are you okay? It's late enough now. We have to get going. Yumino has checked out the lab. He says the admin office and the professor's office seem occupied. Yumino guesses that chief administrator is probably in the administration office. Maiko Mizukoshi, the secretary, is probably who is in the professor's office. It is recommended that you save your data here in another slot that will not auto-save. Okay, thanks for the tip. Search the admin office, search the professor's office. But Yumino said admin office is occupied and Maiko is in the professor's office, and but Maiko is definitely involved in this. Maiko is probably the killer, or at least she's involved in this, definitely. So okay, let's search the admin office first. I want to search the admin office first. Okay, I'll call the chief administrator away on some errand then. I'll make something up about the police investigation and keep her busy. Anyway, after you see the chief administrator leaving, go in using my ID card. Okay, I'll make sure to search the office as quickly as I can. After a while, the chief administrator emerges through the lab entrance. Hurrying down the stairs, she disappears outside. It looks like Yumino did a good job with his phone call. I open the lab entrance with Yumino's ID card. For security reasons, no one can enter without an ID card in the evening. Once inside, I make for the admin office. As I expected, the door is unlocked. Taking a deep breath, I enter. I don't have much time. I have to search quickly. Where should I look? Okay, so maybe we have only a limited number of action. Desk drawer, filing cabinet, cupboard sofa. Probably this one. I find a document screwed up into a ball. This year's winter holiday will begin on December 19th. Under no circumstances may staff members report for work from the 19th onwards. From the 19th, the staff are forbidden from working? I guess that's why there are no faculty members here. But this is really strange. I don't have much time. Cupboard. Desk drawer. Sofa. Desk drawer. I find a strange note. Until we find who is pulling the girl's strings, leave her be for the time being. Oh. But if the chance should arise to take care of her quietly, I will take it. What does this mean? Just as I expected, this office is hiding a secret. Not yet. I'm not giving up. Oh. December 20th evening. I have been looking for evidence which proves my sister's existence. My sister certainly exists. I have so many memories of her. Sis. I still have so many precious... That's right, I still have it. The teddy bear my sister gave my... I think this is a typo. Sister gave me as a Christmas present. My sister must be somewhere around here. I'll find her and prove it to everyone. I have to hurry. Okay, so we can still search. Cupboard or sofa. Maybe sofa. I search every inch of the sofa. I can't find anything about it. Looking at the long sofa, I am suddenly struck by a very odd thought. What? A human body would fit perfectly inside it. Oh, please don't tell me we'll find her sister's body or something. This is no good. It's taking too long. Somebody's coming? I can hear footsteps walking down the deserted corridor. Ah, okay. Or we can hide in the sofa. The sound gets louder and louder. Somebody's coming. Who is it? Oh! Before I realize it, the intruder has stabbed me with a dagger. Oh, we failed. Sis. I can only call out to my sister as blood puddle around me grows. Ah, okay. Okay, let's choose this one this time. After a while, Maiko Mizukoshi, the secretary, emerges through the lab entrance. It looks like Yumino did a good job with his phone call. I open the lab entrance. Once inside, I make for the professor's room. As I expected, the door is unlocked. I don't have much time. I have to search quickly. Okay, this drawer, side of the desk, bookshelf, hut. Bookshelf. Whoa! Seriously. First row, second row, third row, second row. I take the books one by one and carefully search inside each of them. Come on, come on. There's nothing to be found. They're all just standard research books. Search another shelf. Third. At the far end of the shelf, there is a book that somehow seems out of place. Removing it from the shelf, I notice there is a hole in its back cover, containing a key. Okay, got small key. It seems too small to be a key to a house or door. Okay, huh? Oh, already time up? Oh no, okay. Maybe desk drawers? Side of the desk. This sounds suspicious though. Let's check this one first. Professor Mikozuka's desk has a total of 3 drawers. Top, middle, bottom. Let's go with bottom. I put the key I found in the book into the keyhole. It makes a satisfying click and the drawer opens. Okay. Unlocking the drawer, I find a pile of documents inside. I search them one by one. All the documents seem important, but none seem to relate to my sister. It is hard to notice, but an envelope is attached to the top of the drawer with tape. Removing the tape, I take out the envelope. The envelope is sealed. On the front is written, "Graduate student resumes. Submitted when enrolled." It must contain the resumes of the students enrolled here in this lab. If my sister were enrolled in this lab, then her resume should be in this envelope somewhere. It is divided into sections by year of enrollment. Read the resumes. The first few resumes belong to people I have never heard of. What's strange about the resumes is that no one fills in this section about family members. Does it mean that section isn't compulsory? Or are they all alone, just like Sheena? I don't have much time to think about it now. Flipping through the resumes, I come across Sheena's. The picture on his resume is very young. He looks full of hope and optimism. Mr. Sheena. And the resume below that. As I expected, the resume is Kakizaki's, a second year in the doctorate program. I am suddenly overcome by a tremendous feeling of anxiety. Until now, I've been absorbed in the search of the room. But now, in an instant, my state of excitement is transformed into nervous anticipation. The year below Kakizaki's is what they call D1, where my sister is supposed to be. I am trembling with fear. It should be simple to turn the page to the next resume, but I simply can't do it. My hands are sweating. Everyone in the lab says my sister has never been here. But that is a lie. I will prove it now. If I can get my sister's resume and show it to them all, then they will be forced to admit their duplicity. I don't have much time. Yumino can only do so much. I must move quickly. Michael Mizukoshi could be back at any moment. The resume is Ichinose's, from the first year of the doctorate program. But looking more closely, I see a second resume attached to Ichinose's with a paper clip. Someone in the same academic year as Ichinose. Sis. Open the resume. What's going on? Asumi Kamijo, DOB, December 24th, 1984. What? Okay. Is this mine? This is my picture, my birthday, my name, my resume. But my sister, the sister I've been looking for, the sister who is supposed to be here in this lab. Everybody says she doesn't exist, but I found the resume of another D1 student after all. And the resume is mine. My sister is me. My sister, who is supposed to be in the first year of the doctorate program in this lab, is me? It says Asumi Kamijo. Is this someone's idea of a joke? I feel sick. What is going on? Somebody, help me. Yumino, come back. It's all over. Please, tell me, Michael, you've been hiding something. Somebody is coming? I can hear footsteps walking down the deserted corridor. Oops. The sound gets louder and louder. Somebody is coming. The footsteps stop. Suddenly the door opens. Oh. And through the door emerges. Yeah. The blade in Michael's hand is about to enter my body. And as I lose consciousness, I feel like I can hear a gunshot. I watch as Michael falls to the ground beside me. I feel as if I have been saved. What happened?